Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So in the last episode we had ourselves a siege and it didn't go too bad. We did have one room get a incendiary mortar land in it, which, you know, burnt it all up, so we gotta kind of fix that, but it's not really that big of a deal. We did get our walls finished up, which is wonderful. Right now we're working on getting this mountain, I guess, edge all walled up. That way we can turn this into stockpile areas so we could then get more research going within this area. We got Alex, or that's wrong. We got Hiram last episode, which is pretty nice, and 2 new prisoners, which we're going to try to grab. And we made more enemies. There was a medical trader group, well, in 2 spots. No, sorry, it was only the one, right over here, and we tried to kill them. Yeah, so it's, what do we have to deal with? Why is your mom starving? Oh, it's because she mental break. That's fine. Surgical supply we don't have to worry about. And we have a lot of breaks and shit going. Why is everyone so fucking miserable? Is it just all the bodies? Yeah, it's your blood and your Tobias is dead. So the last episode wasn't, super all there, I guess is the best way to put it. I was going to edit it, but, so, long story short, let me explain this one first. Couple weeks ago, this computer that I'm using for recording and all that, died on me. The motherboard died and then the hard drive died. Well, not last night, but the night before, my other computer that I use for my rendering and editing and stuff also died on me. Again, hard drive died. So it's been a nightmare, and I didn't have anything recorded yesterday, so this morning I woke up extra early and recorded, yesterday's episode, and, well, I guess that's today's episode. And, yeah, this is why I don't record first thing in the morning, because I sounded like I was fucking wasted. Not really, like, not that bad or anything, but definitely wasn't all there, and I'm still tired as fuck from having to wake up extra early. But I should have things mostly, under control here. So, basically, I didn't feel to calm down your mom, that's fine. Basically, we don't have a whole lot to do right now. We're working on trying to get our turrets researched. That way, when spring comes around, we can, you know, send out a whole lot of people to start raiding actual bases. But we actually need people getting shit done. Now, what is our supplies looking like? Food poisoning. I don't know where we're getting all this fucking food poisoning. A lot of incompetent cooks. But they're not bad. Like, our lowest cook level is a 4. Okay, so that's a little bad. It's not great. So that makes sense. So Hiram, you're good. But 11 shouldn't have been doing any of that anyway. So, I don't know. It just seems like we get so much food poisoning, but yet we shouldn't really be. This stuff's all good to go? We're good to go. Okay, so let's get our storage all figured out. So what we need to do is, best way to move this shit. We can move stone cutting and stuff over to the far edge. That way should be really moved over to here. But this isn't going to be staying here. Maybe we move clothing over to here. Might not be a bad option. So we can shift that. And we'll basically just bring this... No, that one never got any of its stuff set. We could just basically bring this up this way. And we can have that just come along here as well. Now, if we did that there, that follows the rules on it having to be accessible corner-wise. Then we do end up with a spot over here, which we can't put one directly right there. So was there any more? No. We could build a copy and have one here. Now, I hate working with the diagonals with these storage units because they don't really work super well. So we'll stick that there. And then what we can do is... how do we want to try to square this up? What we could do... have this as a segregated spot. Just fill that in so we don't have to worry about it. Just to give us our shape. Because these diagonals... it's not even really a diagonal. It's just the jaggediness makes it a real nightmare to work with. So that should be alright, and we're also going to want our fabrics in there, so we do fabrics at the end. Reinstall. And then we got that one there. And that's not going to have an end cap. Do it like that, I guess. And then we have our mending can go right there. Then we'll run a wall along the back. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that works out pretty well. And we have a wall running right here. We could have our clothing production. Not that we're going to be mass producing or anything. Right there. It gives us room for some chairs. And it's in its own little area out of the way. Beautiful. And then we have a space in here. We could use that for our generic storage. Oh, we should do weapons in this general area too. We could have weapons along this wall. You know what? What we can do is have these tall shelves along in here. And then... what's the best way to go about this? I was thinking we could do it here facing in as well, but that's going to make it kind of weird. Maybe these aren't the best options. We have one there, one there. That's going to leave a 2 gap in the center. Although, what we could do is... Obviously, we're going to want the better ones, but if we go something like that... 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we just do that, and they're still walkable. Because obviously it does seem very tight, but it does look like there's actually a way to walk in between those. And what we can do is have that like 2 wide. See, I don't know. Well, these aren't the ones that we're going to want anyway, because we're going to want the steel version, because they hold more weight. Oh, what do we do with that space? It's awkward with it being 4. Is there like a small... Yes, there is actually. You know what? Let's do our stone cutting within here. Because what we could do then is... That's a 3 wide there. We can do... Shelf right in there. Shelf right in there. Shelf right there. And then over on this side, we can do essentially the same thing. So we could have that 3, 3... and then this can come reinstall, please. Come over here. We're going to run new power. Which one didn't we move? That one. We can do one there, and then we'll just build a couple new ones, just like that. Stone cutting, we're supposed to go there. So, and that gives us our stone cutting and smelting. Our, well, it still doesn't fix the whole no weapons storage situation. What we could do is add a door right here and have our weapon storage right on this side, which would give us another access point into this area. That might not be a bad option. And we can leave it just open, not a door, because we don't really need a door cutting up these areas. So let's get that done. And then that'll give us quite a bit more room, and then we could use in here for general storage. We're going to want all that hauled. We're going to want to get our power up and running as well. So we're definitely going to want power running along the walls. So let's get all this in. We can get our lights so we can actually see what's going on. That might be a problem there. Find out. We have an agricultural trader. We don't need... Is that not a wall there? Where is this roof? Right there. So we want slate right there. And this stuff has to get destroyed. And now that we got some room, let's go ahead and upgrade our research bench. That way we can get our research coming in a little bit quicker. The best way to go, it might be worth throwing in 2 of these just so we can try to get some more research done a little bit quicker. Because it is spring. Which means our grass should start growing. Which means... Morning. It's probably too cold to start actually growing crops, but we can get grass planted. And also, well, we need terrain rehab. If we reinstall that up there, that's still alright. Get that done. Research bench. So we'll do a research bench here, and we could do one, I guess, right there, but that's kind of in the way. Our machining is done. Someone should be able to come and do that. These chunks, see, maybe there isn't enough room here. Where do we do our blocks? I guess we could have just not built it. Or we could move these and use them elsewhere. because we do need 2 anyway. So let's just move these here for a sec. We'll do our block storage right here in that case. And then obviously we're going to pave over this at some point. Once it's done, go there, that can go there. That means these can get reinstalled over the right way, please. Never mind, there is no right way. It's a pallet. I was thinking the shelves. It's all reinstall. That can go over there. And then our tall shelves, we're going to have to destroy shit. We're going to want our... That smithing should have given us storage. The weapons locker. We could do our weapons locker across this section right here. And then I guess we'll do tall shelves and resource within this area here. Also, that corner piece is going to need to get done. So the roof should work pretty well here. We shouldn't really just deconstruct this, but we're going to for the sake of simplicity. We'll open up all of this and that. We're going to destroy multiple layers of conduits and stuff. It's fine. We'll just get rid of them, place new ones. It'll make things tidy anyways. Okay, so get all that done. We're going to want these as important for weapons. Paste. That never... Yes, it did get told. Good. We want this to be copy. Paste onto those. That has chunk storage. These should still have all their bills. Yeah. We do need the power. Not sure why that one didn't get built. We got a cold snap. It's like we'll never be able to get crops growing. Although, at least by the time that cold snap is gone, we'll be good to go for temperature. It's already 10 degrees outside. It was slightly higher than that, and that's midday. It just, it's always a cold snap. Either in the fall or in the spring. It's just like winter wants to be delayed. It would have been nice to get a hot snap. Or a heat wave. A heat wave is the word I'm looking for. This needs to get deconstructed. And we also need... Where'd that stockpile? That. Delete. Okay, and we also want to get rid of that. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. So then what we need to do is... We can add a wall here. We're going to get this shifted over. So it's going to be wood, steel, silver, everything else. And we'll just do a little bit of wall there, just as a bit of segregation. And then we'd be looking at tall shelves in here. So if we want tall shelves in here, it would be 1, 2, 1, 2. Because we only need one-way walkways through, you know, the storage and stuff. And then that'd be shelf, walkway, shelf, shelf, walkway, shelf. It's not going to come out very nice. What would the best... Okay, let's pause it for a sec, because we're just going to throw down some as measurement tools. So if we have 1, 2... Do 1 there, 1 there. How does that measure this way? That would be fine if we did it along the wall there. Now, this isn't going to be permanent, because we got to move these in. We're just looking how it all comes together. So if that was like that... can do something like that. Still gonna be weird around that corner too. How do we want to lay that out? We can leave that. So that was like that, which doesn't work down here. What if I could continue on that way? And this one is kind of like that. How's that come through that? Still gonna have a bit of a weird right there, but that's fine because trade beacon could go there. So and we could also have a trade beacon right down in this corner piece as well. I think that's going to be our best coverage. Not very nice looking, but it's not bad. So in that case, we're going to want... How many do we have of these? Oh my god, can I have just this, please? There are 5, so there's 6 of them there. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just get these moved. into those locations. And obviously we're gonna have to rotate some of the blueprints that we do have. But this is just for generic storage and overflow. They only have 8 stacks too, so it's not super dense. Which obviously we're gonna want specialized storage to go where they need to go. But this will give us a good overflow for everything else that we'll need. So that's gonna need to get rotated. That needs to be rotated. That needs to be rotated. That one needs to get reinstalled. And then we can also get this wall brought in, and then we'll have one run up this way, which we could then have a double research right in this area. And that'll give us some space up here for something. We'll have to figure that one out. Maybe some more recreation stuff. Now that is going to take wood we don't necessarily have. This can come down into here, and then we also need... We're not going to be selling blocks or anything. Let's put it down at the end here. Because that'll get all the clothing and fabrics. And then I don't know why this conduit didn't go in. Why? Another one. Okay, so then that can just come in right there instead. I don't know why that one didn't get done. That's going to want to run up here. We can have redundancy. It should be safe all through here. Redundancy. We got to get these coolers facing a new direction. So the best way would be to just cut out a chimney, essentially. Or what would be a more effective way is to get a new cooler. Just for, you know, venting cold air into this. It's not a big deal for right now. That's fine venting into this. Because it's not like that's putting out a whole lot of heat in the grand scheme of things. 14. Alright, so that's looking good. And we need lights. So what is everyone up to? Dayton, you are hauling... Oh god, everything. Gave up. You give up because you're tired? And you were successfully calmed down. Now, I don't know if that actually counts. Because you're giving up and leaving still. So what we need to do is basically beat your ass and convince you to stay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna want fists. We're gonna be following you to see. Normally, if you successfully calm someone down, they go to their bedroom and then they're good to go. But I don't know if that also works with your bedroom. It doesn't say where you're going. Right there. Are you going to be going to your bedroom? The best way to do this would be, you guys don't have to follow directly with you, just at the exit. I think it should be good. You are going up to your bedroom, so maybe you haven't properly given up. You also have starvation, angelic. Yeah. You gonna stick around? Were you convinced? Yes. Beautiful. Welcome back. Now, you are... What can we do for you? You're malnourished. It is literally nothing major. You just were tired and hungry, and you should have been able to deal with that. I don't know why you're snapping. Oh, God. Seriously? Okay. Where? Right there. It's not a big deal. Didn't even cause a fire, which is nice. Okay, we can also deconstruct that. We're going to want... Of course, we have no more power right now. We should probably expand our power. And come up into there. Where do we want to do power? So we can expand our... not air. We can expand our wind over this way. We're obviously cutting out some of our growing. We can also do within here. So we did that there. We did one there. That would have to go there, which completely cuts off that walkway. We don't necessarily need that walkway. Because that could mean more crop growing. Let's deconstruct. Oh god, we should probably just move it. Give people it somewhere. Not what I wanted. Can I have one that's not disappearing, please? Oh yeah, we also have the telescope. So I can get reinstalled over here. We never did get our animal fences and stuff like that up and running. We're going to want some power conduits. So we only have one walkway here. Fine. That should be alright. There's no redundancy on that. And we're going to want a ton of lights around. So this is going to have to get unpaved and swapped out. What's our research like? So our smithing... Blah, blah. Oh god, it's going to take forever. We should be getting research done reasonably quick. So let's get lights so we can see. And we're out of steel, so we're going to have to get that going. So we have a light there. That lights up all that. Light there will light up all that. I don't know why that didn't get done. That should light up most of that. And that there lights up all that. That one lights up all that. So that looks pretty well lit overall. Yeah, there's no conduit there at all. Can I have the fucking conduit underneath, please? Thank you. Okay, so let's get that done. We have a lot of weapons. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. Where? At least it's outside. Okay. It's an infestation. It's an outside infestation. That's not a big deal. Just afraid. Is that literally the only spot? I can't click it yet. Okay, we're gonna need firepower now. Hiram, you need a weapon. Oh god, there's a lot there. Oh, yeah, melee weapon. Okay, what's where? We should make one of these melee only. What we should do is sell most of this stuff. We don't have any melee weapons because we're smelting them all, right? Yeah. Well, that explains why there's none around. So, we're gonna want to keep... Still don't know why some are highlighted and some not. We can keep... No. Some are better in different situations. And mostly it comes down to what they're made of and their quality, more than anything else. So we'll keep knives. We don't have anything at all, right? No. Okay. So, well, I guess we'll just take everyone up carefully into here, and we'll just shoot the shit out of this, which we were going to do anyway, but it would have been nice to have everyone with weapons in the first place. That's going to be 4. Hopefully there's none anywhere else that I'm missing. Oh, that's quite a bit. There's 6. Okay. Fine. Do we want to stop right here until we have all the firepower? Because they will come in violently. Yes. So you guys stop right there. Get all the firepower all at once. Okay, stop right here. Stop right here. We could use Molotovs. Now, the problem with that is that they're going to come out on fire. It would be nice to have their bodies. And the Molotovs might not even be super effective. Like, obviously, fire is going to be effective against them. But maybe not as more effective as just having a lot of firepower ready to go. Is that everyone? That's everyone highlighted, yes. It's just there's a lot of them. So they're probably going to come through that door in, and then they have to go through another one here. I think we should have enough firepower. We are kind of limited on spaces here. Okay, everyone go in. Now, make sure everyone actually has weapons that are short range, because using your fists is not going to be very effective. Now, we do also have some other... Why is everyone having their fists? We do have other weapons available that we should probably get going. Pretty alright, so you come there. Come there. Okay, let's see if these embrasures will hold up. Now, where are you guys as well? Okay, that's fine. Alright. I really wish you wouldn't go out of my line of sight. Where are you going? That one wall right there. Okay. And Hiram, what are you going to do? You're going to clean dirt. As long as you stay within the base, that's fine. You guys are going to make quick work of that. We've made pretty quick work of these guys. So what we'll do is we could definitely take these on, I think, at the speed that they would come out. So we're going to come around and get them. I think we should have enough firepower. As long as we actually hit shit. Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe not. Okay, come on. We'll just run back into the embrasures. That should be fine. Okay. Can we get you guys to stand all right there, please? And that should give us more than enough line of sight now. Okay, good. And then we're going to also want to finish off... Oh, that wasn't too bad. We got enough firepower to deal with bugs. At least it wasn't in the base. So that's good. We can have you guys all finish off. And you should allow all. That way we can go get all the rest of this in. We are going to want to come in, kill these. One person should be fine because we could go melee. There, and whoops, and there. That should be all the bugs dealt with. Let you work through this. Oh, there's one awake. It's not hostile. Something hostile though. Why'd the game slow down? Okay, 11, you're good. Something made the game slower. There shouldn't have been any other animals around. We want to try to tame this. Oh. Where the fuck did you come from? Swap out. Eat popsicle, come out. 11, come out. Where the hell did you go? You must have just ran up that way a long time ago. Okay. Fine. We should have enough firepower here. Now, do we want to try to rescue and tame you as well? Well, it's a little bit late. We should have done for all of them. I've never tried to keep insects. But we know that they are quite, you know, angry. We'll just finish them off. Dayton, can you come over here? We're just going to get this one killed. Oh, that was easy. I thought it was going to take more than one shot. Alright, so that's good. We don't need the cold snap surgical supplier. We don't need the architect AI trader because that's probably too late for that anyway. We can do allow all, and there's nothing. -13, so we're not going to be able to get any growing done. It does look like we have more than enough food, which is nice. We have our research getting done. So we're out of steel. We do have steel right here we can grab. I would prefer not to. We have quite a bit over here, which I think is the closest steel other than our inside steel. But it'd be nice to not worry about bugs spawning within our battery room, which is also our animal storage room. So let's get both of these deposits here. And we don't really need components, but we'll grab those components as well. And then we also don't really need all these people quarrying anymore. Since we're doing pretty good, we're going to want to get floors done. We also need to get all these shelves, paste, and then we need these set up. So that's going to be wood. I didn't want that info, thank you. Steel, silver, and then this one is going to be for gold, jade, plasteel, and uranium. Since you tend not to have too much of each words. You don't tend to have too much of either of those, so they could all go into one. Whereas the steel, silver, and wood, we may fill up one entire one. And then that should be normal priority. Those should be preferred by default. These should all be set up already. Set up for manufactured, yes. That's set up for clothing. Our weapons are set up. So that's much cleaner. We also want that continuing one more. We're going to need to get floors in here, but I'd prefer to get that done first. Just so we have people doing the research instead. Should move that up to a 3. Just so people can actually go and do it if they're somewhat okay at trying. And then we also do need to get ourselves new production for the machining table. So this, I guess, can go right over here. Best way to line that up. So it's best to have a wall right there. I guess we could do that for now. Not very good, honestly. We could put a shelf in here just for mechs. Although, really, there's not going to be a whole lot of mechs around. But that should be fine anyway. We also need to get in here set up. Oh, geez. Forgot about that. And we need these floors. So, we can do floor, remove floor. We'll just get rid of all that stuff. We can't do tilled soil up here yet. We won't be able to do it till that's removed. And we are going to have to redo all of our grow zones because these obviously split them. But we should be okay for power for a little bit. I have to get the grass growing. Fuck this cold snap. Okay. Well, there's not much we could do about it. We are at time, though, so we're going to go ahead and end it off here. So next episode, this cold snap should be gone. We'll get ourselves our crops growing, our everything. There's our cold snap gone. So next episode, we'll get our crops growing. It should be more than warm enough now. Hopefully, we don't get a cold snap too early on. We'll maybe expand out here. That way we can get more crops growing. And once we get terrain rehab, we can turn all down here into grazing. But we'll get our crops growing first. Because you guys have a little bit of hay. But all this is going to be grown. We just got to plant all that grass again. And then maybe by next winter, we'll have ourselves thick roof removal and transparent roofs. If we have transparent roofs, then we could turn this into year-round grazing. It should be enough space for, depending on how many animals we have. But it'd be nice. Well, also, we got to get all this steel so we can get those turrets up and running. And once the turrets are good and everything else is kind of done, we'll send a fairly good-sized group out and raid a couple of these nearby bases, push people back. Maybe take a look at that, because that charge pistol is actually pretty good. We have a lot of stuff to do at base, so it doesn't make sense to leave at the moment. But we're pretty much out of easily accessible resources, so we're gonna have to have no choice but to go and, raid for all of our stuff. We never did set you guys to get captured. Whoops. That could have been getting done. Okay, so either way, that's going to be it for today. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I hope you'll have a great day. See ya.